This podcast was produced by OAR FM Dunedin with support from New Zealand On the Air.
Well, hello there, lovely humans. Welcome and thanks for tuning in to the Sleep Lab Stories. I'm Liesl Mitchell, a person with narcolepsy and a fascination with sleep. We all do it, but do we talk about it? Stay tuned as we chat to anyone and everyone about their weird, wonderful, and just plain normal sleep stories. And welcome to you all. It's so nice to share the next approximately 26 minutes of life with you. So get comfy and do settle in. We are ready to go. My question today, a little bit of a prompt. Are you a morning person or an evening person? I always thought this was something I got to choose, actually, kind of a whimsical or sort of fun analogy of early birds and night owls to signal how I was feeling in any given decade of life, because it seemed to change. But no, apparently there's a lot more to it than that. All humans have a chronotype, which means our individual genetics and circadian rhythm influences our natural preference for waking and sleeping. So it really is a thing that some of us are early birds and some of us are night owls, which does explain why some people feel naturally alert first thing in the morning and others know that night is the time when you're all energized and ready to go. So one of the theories behind this, I thought this was quite interesting, is linked to survival techniques. So going back to our hunter-gatherer kind of roots, when people would take turns sleeping, I'm guessing, and others would be keeping watch over the fire and making sure the animals didn't eat us or something like that. Anyway, so there's actual science behind this, which I am intrigued to always be learning more as I go on the sleep journey. So I'm looking forward to hearing from my guest today because she might have some thoughts on some of these things too. Ange is here in the studio with me, Angela Howell, and welcome, Ange. Lovely to have you.
Liesl.
Hello. I'm just going to give a little intro to who you are because Ange is a wonderful human, business consultant with a love of Test cricket. This is where we deviate. We go on different journeys. She loves travelling the world and has quite the adventurous past. If you get the chance to have a talk to Ange, ask her all about her adventurous past. She has an enormous heart, a huge personality, a generous soul, and a raucous, infectious laugh, which we may or may not hear today. And I have to tell you all, if you don't know Ange already yourself, she wraps up all of this huge goodness in a very tiny human body. She is someone I would definitely describe as having a tall personality who has been known to wear equally tall and quite fabulous shoes. Ange and I also have quite a unique history. We met in academic circumstances through my sister, had one conversation about a potential business idea, and within a few weeks, we started up a business together. As you do, right, Ange?
Absolutely. Why not?
Why not? That's the kind of fun person Ange is. So let's get into the good stuff and welcome.
Thank you so much. Lovely to be here.
Yay. And before we go any further, because I do just have a couple of questions before we get into, we've got our little cards that we'll be checking out shortly. I'm always interested to know what did make you say yes to coming along on this podcast to talk about sleep?
Because, quite frankly, I never talk about sleep. It's just not something, and we do so much of it. You know, it's quite amazing to spend a third of your life, ideally, doing something that we never discuss.
That's funny, eh? Like, yeah, it's an invisible thing in so many ways, isn't it?
Completely.
We all take it for granted, don't necessarily have much conversation beyond, what do we talk about if we're just casually dropping sleep into the conversation?
The only thing you'd ever say is, I'm really tired today.
Right. Yeah, or the odd, did you have a good night's sleep? Or, yeah, I don't know. Is that a question you ask sort of people?
Only my kids.
When they're being grumpy.
Exactly.
Did you have any sleep?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. It isn't part of our sort of everyday talking, is it?
Not at all.
No, the conversation.
Yes, I just found it intriguing.
Cool. Oh, well, I love that you said yes. It's really, I feel really like quite privileged that you have come along today and we get to chat with each other.
Thank you.
So I know you've said you are a big Test cricket fan, and I can't believe I'm even going here because it's like, once we get started, you might start talking about Test cricket.
It's quite possible.
It is quite possible, isn't it? But I know just with the World Cup for football on at the moment, I've seen quite a few posts on LinkedIn and other places talking about sleep and watching sport that's going in all kinds of different time zones and playing live when you're asleep. So I wondered about your sort of like love of the Test cricket. Can you tell me a little bit about, does it mess with your sleep? Like what happens
profoundly.
there?
So this time of year, it's classic case in point. New Zealand are over in the UK playing Test cricket, which means they start playing at 10 p.m. in the evening and they stop playing at around 6 a.m. in the morning, 5 days in a row.
Oh, gosh. Okay, so...
So it's no football game.
No.
It's no 90 minutes. That's just for lightweights. We're talking 40 hours of extreme consecutive sleep deprivation here.
Wow. So, Ange, if the Test cricket's on and it's in the UK, as you're just talking about, does that mean you commit to...
Yes. It's on all night, every night. I might doze.
Right.
Your face is quite something.
Yes, well, yes, my goodness. So functioning during the day, how does that work for you?
I'm a little bit accustomed to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, wow, gosh.
Yeah, there's fortunately a reasonable gap between Test matches, so you do get to kind of come back to it. But
right.
Yeah, it's quite something. It's a hell of a commitment.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's like shift work.
Completely.
You've committed to the shift.
But you're working during the day as well.
Yeah, no, that's not ideal, is it? Mm. Do you ever notice during these periods of time that you are dozing off in the middle of the day or anything?
Oh, I'm actually dozing off overnight as well. So if there's a wicket or some big hullabaloo on the TV, it wakes me up and I'm just, oh.
Got to watch that. Wow. Okay. But you've got the TV going and you're sitting. Yeah. Okay. Are you in bed watching?
I'm in bed, yeah.
So it's kind of like a hybrid situation.
Yes, it is.
Mm.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it does not lend to a restful night.
No. It's not a good night's sleep, is it? As we would say. Not that I'm not, and I've said this in other podcasts too, I'm not into correct sleep or good night's sleep. But yeah, ideally watching the cricket isn't probably the best bed companion. No,
but for me it's something that doesn't happen that often and I just love it so much it's worth the sacrifice.
Oh, yes.
So cute, isn't
it? I know. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, like paint drying, cricket playing. Yeah, I'm putting those in the same.
You'd be asleep straight away.
Well, I would. Yes, it would just be like my lovely bedtime story. Game of Test cricket. Off to sleep. No hullabaloo would wake me. No. Oh, wow. Well, that is fascinating. Well, on the back of that, we will get into some cards, which brings us, to the sleep story cards, which Angela's going to take a card.
Right.
And we're just going to sit back, enjoy the ride, listen to her thoughts.
Dreams. Why do you think we dream? What's your thoughts? Okay, so my experience of dreams is I often find myself dreaming about things that I haven't been acknowledging in my conscious mind, like I haven't been dealing with in the day. So it's often something that's been nagging away at the back of my mind. And if I remember a dream, it's usually something like that I can attribute to some kind of conflict or issue or desire that's been hasn't fully percolated in my conscious mind. That seems to be, I woke up this morning with a dream, which actually caused a fight with my husband because he did something really, really bad in my dream and he was in big trouble this morning.
That is so classic, isn't it? Like you wake up and the emotions are so strong.
I was so angry with him and I knew it was a dream and I knew he hadn't done anything, but that didn't mean he wasn't getting it.
So, confusion. Yeah, I totally relate to the whole you wake up and it's almost hard to imagine that didn't happen because the feeling is so strong.
But I think for me, what it kind of brought to mind for me this morning was that had been bothering me and I hadn't been addressing it.
Right.
So it actually served a really good purpose. So.
Okay, excellent. So once the argument and the like why the anger had been gotten out, then all has been dealt with.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. That whole percolating away on things that You don't know, maybe you don't even know that you haven't addressed during the day.
Precisely.
Yeah.
I just think it's your subconscious just forcing you to look at things that you're just burying.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I know my dad used to, my dad's a minister, as you know. Yeah. Those of you who don't know. And when he was, writing sermons for the Sunday service, he would quite often just do some research during the week. He'd do some reading. Saturday night, he'd be like, right, I'll just percolate on that. And he'd wake up in the morning and be like, right, yeah, I know what I'm going to talk about.
I love that.
Yeah. And the trust in
That's
that.
such confidence.
I know.
That he had a higher purpose.
Maybe he did. Yeah. I'd be like, damn it, I need everything written down. I can't leave this to just my dream process. But he really trusted his process of just subconsciously sifting through everything, and the gems would emerge.
That's fabulous.
And he actually always spoke very well. So
I don't doubt that. Yeah,
I do have some faith in that. We'll use that word just lightly in this situation. Yeah. For that process. Oh, cool.
So what do you think dreams are for?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, I agree with you. I think that they definitely serve that purpose. I think, it's funny because I dream a lot with the narcolepsy, and I dream while I'm awake. Mm-hmm. So awake, I use that word loosely. I may look like I'm awake. I'm half asleep, half awake. And the weirdest things, sort of happen with the dream as I go into the dream space and then come back into the real life space. And I feel like it's allowing your creativity or your imagination. It's sort of letting your brain relax, and you're not trying to direct it in any particular way. I feel like there's something really valuable about that imagination space and your dream space.
So following the path instead of lucid dreaming where you're controlling it, you're just following along.
Following along, yep, absolutely, yeah. No, I don't know. I do feel like even going to sleep, and I think I've said this before maybe, is something about letting your imagination start to take over, and it's like letting your dreams start to come up to the surface. I don't know. I dreams are one of those things that the jury's out a bit on scientifically. Anyway, there's a whole lot of theories as to why we do it, and that's one of them. Definitely the subconscious sort of percolating away. Yeah, but no one really knows exactly.
Yeah. Very cool. I love that we still have mysteries about the brain.
I know.
Isn't it great?
It is. We actually shouldn't know everything, I don't think. Well, I don't think it's not interesting, is it? Like if you sort of box everything up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most interesting thing that we don't know is we don't
know
how anaesthetic works.
Oh.
Isn't that brilliant?
It's scarily brilliant.
We know it does, but we don't know how.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So that's another, consciousness thing.
Yeah, and I guess what state do you, what is that space that you go into when you're when you're under anaesthetic, and how maybe does that liken to a very deep sleep? Or because I know I have these sleeps that just sort of hit me like a truck, and I call them dead sleeps because I don't feel like I just go black, like nothing happens, and then I wake up and don't even know I was asleep. Yeah. Very strange. So I wonder if anaesthetic's a bit like that, where you sort of just I've never been under anaesthetic.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, it does feel like that. You have no recollection of absolutely anything. There's no gradual falling asleep. There's not really even a gradual waking up. It's just boom, boom.
Right. So
that's my experience of anaesthetic anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I could understand that might be how it works, that you sort of just, literally kind of to black.
Flick the light switch, yeah.
Weird, isn't it?
Trippy.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that dreams and anaesthetic are both not really fully understood.
Well, sleep's not fully understood. So, I think that part of your brain that can sort of shut down part of you but keep you alive, and you're obviously like functioning, and your brain's working quite hard actually while you're asleep, or it's doing quite different things from what it does during the day. Yeah, the fact that all operates, and we don't quite know why we sleep, but we obviously need to, and all animals do sleep. Although I love the idea of, dolphins, they sleep with one half of their brain awake and one half of their brain asleep. And there's other animals that do that too.
Amazing.
Yeah. So, and I wonder if sort of anesthetic's almost a little bit like that. Like you're awake, but you're asleep. Like, something, your brain. No, it's not like that. I'm theorising in weird ways now.
That's right. Let's run with it. Yeah.
We will. We'll just go down a track. Don't follow this. Don't follow us there. Yeah. Oh, cool. Well, I like your thoughts.
Shall I do another?
Do it.
I'd have to really clear my throat for this one.
Ooh.
Would you rather share a bed or sleep alone? And why? It's a really tricky one. And I guess there wouldn't be a universal answer for me. Like there've been times of my life where, for example, when my children were small, I shared a bed with them, which just made my life much easier because I didn't have to get up and wake up to feed, things like that. So as a new mum, definitely share a bed. That was just, for me, a no-brainer. At the moment, I definitely have a better sleep if I sleep alone, but it's actually mostly because of the animals, not my husband. So
animals.
Yeah, exactly. I know. It's really, the sleep hygiene in my bedroom is very, very poor. There's test cricket going on all night. There's a 40-kilo dog literally on my legs and a beautiful little black cat sleeping on my chest.
Oh my gosh.
So it's completely ridiculous. So it's kind of cute. And if I get enough sleep, I'm fine with it. But if I have several nights of not getting enough sleep, I'll go to another room. Right. And maybe one animal will follow me.
One animal. Human, feline, we don't know.
But just kind of divide and conquer, just a little bit more real estate on the bed.
That's so true, isn't it? Yeah. I've got a friend that got a king-size bed because he was like, between the dog and his partner, tiny dog and tiny partner. I mean, he's the biggest part of the equation here. But he was like, I just end up on the edge of the bed with no room at all. Like, how did this tiny human and this tiny dog take up the entire bed?
Yeah, well, kids are exactly like that too. Like they have this amazing ability to just go perpendicular and kick you in the head. So there are some benefits to co-sleeping and other, not so much.
No, I don't think there's necessarily a right answer. And at different times in your life, there's definitely different answers to that too. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. So for me, I'm very easy I'm perfectly happy sleeping on my own, but it just doesn't happen very often.
Yeah. I don't choose to sleep alone necessarily, but when I do, oh my gosh, the difference in sleep, it really does change.
It really does.
Yeah, it's like the depth of sleep that I get to is just that little bit different. Even though you can be really comfortable with, you've got someone in the bed with you, you know exactly where they are and what happens, but no, me, just by myself.
Yeah, it's pretty blissful.
It is. Oh, gosh, I'm just thinking about that right now. Starfish, me, bed, yeah.
Yeah, I just feel very lucky that at my house I do have the option to go to another room if I need to.
Right, you've got the backup,
space.
The backup bed.
Yeah.
It's always good to have, yeah. I don't think I have a backup couch.
It's not quite
so
the same.
appealing. No.
You can't really starfish on a couch.
No, you can't, yeah. But
you fall off.
Yeah. It's there. It's the backup if needed.
Yeah.
Oh, Ange, I love this. I'm just going to break into our starfish moment and have a wee break from our wonderful word from our sponsor who's making this podcast happen. Yay!
Need a caffeine hit? Head to Grid Coffee Roasters, right in the heart of Mornington. Whether you're looking for a delicious flat white, refreshing peppermint tea, a last-minute gift, or some freshly roasted coffee beans, we have you covered. See you soon at 172 Eglinton Road. Follow us on Facebook at Grid Coffee Roasters.
And as always, thank you so much to The Grid for tasty coffees and good times. And we're here with Ange today talking about all things sleep. And I see she's just pulled another card. So what's on the card, Ange?
This is something I have a great deal of experience with, jet lag.
Oh.
Thoughts, experiences and tips. So I, for my sins, have done a lot of Northern Hemisphere to Southern Hemisphere trips. So when my first Mia was born, we lived in Sydney, and we used to fly back to England to visit her grandparents, her English grandparents. And then we moved to England when she was 2, and we used to fly back to New Zealand to see my parents.
Oh, wow.
And then when Guy was born in 2006, I had 2 of them. So I've got a lot of experience of this. My kind of funniest jet lag experience was when Mia was just over 1 year old and still being breastfed. We'd arrived back from England. I had used all my leave. I went straight back to work. She went straight back to daycare. And I used to walk from work to daycare during my lunch break to feed her. And I did this first day back and lay on the floor, popped my boob out. She latched on and we both fell asleep on the floor of her daycare. And I woke up to the most raucous laughter of David, the centre manager, just absolutely busting a gut laughing at the sight of me on the floor with my boob hanging out, Mia lying there, both just completely passed out with milk running out of her mouth. And it was like, I thought, you're making some really bad life choices here, Ange.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, sleep deprivation just leads you to kind of living in a world where you don't care almost. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You can't care.
Yeah, and lucky he had laughed and woke me up because I had to get back to work. So I put my boob back in my bra, put my clothes on, scuttled back across the bridge.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, far out. Trying to do it all.
But
yeah.
tips, the best tip I can give anybody is it's actually when the time you choose your flight actually makes a really big difference to how bad your jet lag is. So if you can, and this is very hard to organise and very expensive, but if you can leave in the evening that of where you're leaving from and arrive in the evening where you're going to, that's the best chance because you'll sleep on the first leg, hopefully stay awake on the second leg and go to sleep. I mean, jet lag's an absolute nightmare though. My son has just come back from England and he left England midsummer and arrived back here midwinter. So he didn't just have jet lag, he had that terrible kind of temperature shock and darkness. And he slept for 36 hours one day and he woke up still grumpy.
Strangely enough. Yeah. Oh, that is it's a really big sort of like, it's a jolt going not only time zones, but that season zones as well, especially midsummer to midwinter.
He couldn't have picked a worse way to do it. He really couldn't. But I think too, it just reminds me that humans are not supposed to do this. It is not something that we are supposed to be able to do.
We've sort of like circumvented nature there. We've totally overridden our natural,
But nature kicks us back.
It does, yeah.
Like we think we're so clever, but jet lag can be an absolute nightmare. And I've had some really bad times in the past where I haven't quite been able to recalibrate my jet lag, so it's been off. So I've been falling asleep at 8 in the evening and waking up at 4 in the morning, and I couldn't shake it. So I'm really quite afraid of jet lag these days.
Yeah, well, it does. It can really hit you. And I think at different points in time, different times of your life, like some people can fly and it's fine. And then the next time it's like just like you've been hit by a truck. It really can. I remember talking to someone once who said, a bit like you were just saying, we're doing this thing that's not natural for our bodies. And they were saying, it's like your body arrives and then it takes about a week for your soul to catch up. And
it's like, such a good description.
Yeah. It's like your body got there, but everything else just takes
You're just a zombie.
Long. Yeah, you
with
are.
With your boob hanging out.
Now, that image is going to be with us, people, for a while. Yes. I think one of the little terminologies that I found quite interesting in my reading about sleep is social jet lag, which is, I don't know, have you heard about social jet lag?
Is it just staying up too late?
It's basically when you're kind of like, your alignment with sort of what's going on in the world and your sleep deprivation kind of, and you're not sort of hitting your right points, like you're going to bed too late and you're actually an early person or whatever. But I was like, social jet lag, where that's a thing? Okay.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah. Well, again, having had teenagers, definitely. Like, it's incredible. They can stay up all night and then they've got jet lag.
Yeah, I know. And
Without the trip.
Yeah, without the fun. But it's like, go to school. They're like, I can't, I'm jet lagged.
Yeah. I have social jet lag, mother.
Yeah. Oh no, we shouldn't be offering that as a thing.
No, let's not.
All the
Can we take
teenagers
that
will be,
back?
yeah, they'll be like, yes, that's why I can't get up in the morning. I have social jet lag, everyone. I can't do it. No, it's a thing. So maybe that is a good one to go with. Ange, I can't believe that we're actually almost out of time. We have just covered a lot of ground in a short period of time.
As always.
As always. I knew that there'd be some stories, and yes, there were. But I just want to thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing your thoughts about sleep.
Oh, thank you so much for inviting me, Liesl. It's been my absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Yay, you're the best. Oh, till next time, everyone. Yes, that's it for this time from this place, from the Sleep Lab Stories. Thanks for listening to the Sleep Lab Stories. Big shout out to Grid Roasters, generous sponsors of this podcast and makers of great coffee. To the awesome OAR FM, thank you for making it all happen. Like and follow the Sleep Lab Stories at oar.org.nz and at all your fave podcast platforms. You can find me and the latest sleep info at thesleeplab.nz. Take care, sleep well, and catch you next time.
This podcast was produced by OAR FM Dunedin with support from New Zealand On the Air.